Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Have our co-host,
Jordan.
Our other co-host,
Omar.
What's up? How's everybody been, man?
Good, bro. Good,
Been
bro.
pretty solid. Let's not act like we didn't just shoot another episode before this.
We have to fool the folks, man. They don't need to know our release schedule.
Yeah, it's all a grand illusion. You have no idea. We did all of them the same day, every single one.
Every single one.
Up until this point.
Yeah, so Omar, you're going out of town pretty soon, right?
I am going out of town pretty soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going over to Bronzeville to visit my family. Me and Gio were actually talking about this a little bit. When's the last time you guys had the house to yourself?
Shit.
Gio, you can go ahead.
Are we talking about like for a day or for a couple hours?
That's a good question.
For a couple
The
hours.
day, like
Let's say day
how about
or
several
days.
days? Yeah,
Yeah.
Several days.
Stretch of days type
day or
deal.
two.
That's been
Or over.
months. That's been at least 9 months, maybe.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long were they gone?
Oh, they were gone for a weekend.
Oh, man.
Friday,
So,
Saturday, came back Sunday.
Came
so
back
what'd you do? Were
Sunday.
you butt naked the entire weekend?
butt naked? Either it was beating off, getting drunk by myself, or playing music really loud.
Yeah.
And then maybe have somebody come over, and then maybe have them spend the night if I felt that way.
If not, she's got to go.
If not, she's got to go.
Bro,
But,
that is the best. Beating off full volume
Full volume.
with no one else in
on
the
a
house
big,
to
on a
worry
big
about.
screen TV.
Bro, I've tried doing it on the TV, and I
never-
wish there was an easier way, but there's not.
I've never done it on a big screen.
I've never done it on the TV.
I've used the Xbox. You can use like the internet browser.
Yeah, but
so
that's
for
a lot
anyone
of
that
work.
doesn't know, it is a lot of work. But you pop that thing open one time, and then just keep the tab open. Just make another tab, and then make sure that tab is still there. You just go into that tab.
Using
and
a
search whatever you
child's
want.
game station
Yeah.
to search up porn, guys.
No, that ain't just range.
This is what the world has come to.
It's available for people of all ages.
Xbox is a mature gentleman's device.
Man's device. Yeah, but I use that shit, man. They need to make an app or something, a Pornhub app. I wonder why the fuck they don't have that.
I just think they wouldn't. I don't know.
I think Pornhub does have an app, to be honest with you.
Well, let's say not on your phone, like smart TVs, and like on your
No, putting
console or something like
they
that.
should,
that's
but like
wild.
I feel like it's too dangerous because like people already have kids that are looking up porn on their phone.
It's true.
So why encourage them by having the app right there at the front page? You know damn well it'd be most downloaded too. I mean, come on.
Hell yeah.
It's like if you think about it, all right, pornography in a way, like there's kind of an art form to it. Like,
sort
for
of,
sure.
yeah.
You could like some people say it's like a cheap thing, but like sex is beautiful.
Sex
Even
is
if it's like
beautiful.
the jackhammer bullshit, but like sex is sex. Like still seeing it's like
Jackhammer.
it's awesome. It's like it's something that we shouldn't see, but we're seeing it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's I think goes down to the essence of pornography.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, there for sure been some scenes where I'm like, this is tasteful.
This
Yeah.
is tasteful. It's the amateur ones that are nice.
Have you guys ever heard of like
The
Yeah, I agree with that.
I disagree.
the real ones, they're
I like
always
the
doing
amateur.
something silly before. They're always, it's the cliche car like real estate,
But sometimes
some
the-
shit like that,
The
and
real
it's always
estate.
so bad. And it's not even like, I mean, you don't watch it. You skip right there.
Yeah, you skip over it.
You never watch it. You ever tried watching it?
It's hilarious.
It's
And I
hilarious.
lose my mojo.
They really do say silly shit, like really silly things. Like, oh, my pants just won't come off. Will you help me? And like he rips off. He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, shit
that
like
makes me
that.
wonder: has anyone ever made like a really, really high production, like legit, like good script type porno? Like it's a drama and shit, and
Director
like
and
someone's
shit.
mom is dying on their hospital bed, and then like
I
you
think
know,
there was
my
like
God.
one of those like 10 years ago. I remember because at home, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what cable service y'all had, but I had AT&T U-verse. So they would like when you go on video on demand, they have like the little adult film category.
What?
And they have like nominated films. I don't know what they were getting nominated for, but they have like a couple films that were like, yeah, this has like 3.5 stars or 4 stars.
yeah,
Damn.
And like it was like known for being like a good movie. And
Critically
they were
acclaimed
fucking-
porn.
critically acclaimed, critically accled, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 2
Maybe
thumbs up,
3.
Oh
2
my
thumbs
God.
up your ass.
Nominated, fucking Booty Hunters 8. and they're just clapping and they zoom into the main character.
You know what's crazy? They actually have awards for porn. The AVNs.
Yeah, the AVNs.
The AVNs.
What does that stand for?
I
American.
think it's like Adult Video Network.
Oh.
Don't
yeah,
quote
it's
me
the
on that.
It's
Don't
the
quote me on
AVN
that.
AVN Awards.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. You go there and you can fucking talk to porn stars and fucking
Would
get a
y'all
picture
go?
with them. And
Nah, because those are porn stars. I don't like porn stars.
Did I have to pay for a ticket?
I like regular girls with porn usually. When
I don't think it's that expensive though.
I mean,
I don't want to.
I don't want to go out of my way to go, but if someone says, "Hey, I have a free ticket to the AVNs, will you go?" And I was like,
And
"Fuck
it's in
yeah,
Vegas.
Oh yeah, I'll
hell
go.
yeah,
in that
go to the
situation.
AVN.
Hell
It's
yeah.
in Vegas. It's like in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it is.
So-
It's always like in Vegas.
Yeah.
Seeing a ton of titties that night.
But I remember
yeah.
like because I've actually watched the awards. You know what I'm saying? I was in my little freaky time.
Yeah,
So I was
absolutely.
watching the awards, bro, and they're showing like the guys talking to the porn stars. It's just these like big ass, fat ass, 40-year-old dads like talking to these porn stars like, oh, like what do you like to do? Like can I take you out to eat? And the porn stars like, nah.
It's probably all
my
just
God.
like guys hitting on them. Think about it, like
It
all the
is.
guys that are going to the porno convention, like they're all shooting shots. Think
Yeah.
about it.
That's
What-
sick.
What normal conversation are you having with a porn star?
That's very true.
You're not asking how you're
Right.
telling them like, oh, so I jerked off.
Well, I
to
feel
you
like some.
earlier."
I feel like
some creepy shit, and they're probably like,
some
okay.
are really cool. Like Asa Akira.
She seems cool.
I feel like
Yeah.
she'd be super fucking cool.
You know, it's weird. They all seem cool. Because I've seen like behind the scenes videos,
about
like
it. I
interviews.
mean,
they all seem
Think
kind of
about
cool.
what kind of people they probably are. They're probably the most open fucking people out there. They have sex on camera, bro.
Yeah.
You think they
Yeah.
give a fuck about anything?
There's
Like,
nothing more revealing than that.
yeah,
have to see the
there's nothing
humor
you
in
can
all of it.
blackmail those people about.
Yeah.
Like you've seen them suck a dick on camera. You've seen them fucking,
Get gang banged. And
yeah.
shit.
You think they give a fuck?
gosh.
Like they're just so like they're probably super fucking cool. You know what I mean? So they're probably really easy to talk to. But I'm sure they get a good like group of weirdos coming in to talk to them and shit.
For
Hell yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. They must be very open minded and cool and shit. But yeah, some of them. I mean, because some of them don't even like it. Remember that the whole Mia Khalifa thing, where she like says that she regrets it and like she didn't even make a lot of money and shit like that.
Well, a lot of them don't make that much money.
I thought they would make a lot, especially when their names in it, like porn
Yeah.
stars, like real porn stars.
Nah,
I thought they had like agents and
You know,
shit.
Mia Khalifa is interesting, man. She claims that like the Middle East is one of the most fucking like regions that consumes pornography the most.
Oh, I've heard that. It's
Is that true?
hypocritical.
Is that? Do you guys think that's true?
I
Honestly,
I didn't look up the
I wouldn't doubt it.
statistic,
What do you think, Jordan?
I think it's true.
I think so too because
I
they're
would
so like
imagine so.
what's the word? I wouldn't say depraved. That's not the right word. They're
I don't know.
They-
We're talking about
Kinda.
we're talking about in where
it's the
in
The Middle East.
yeah
Middle
I'm
East.
sorry.
Everywhere.
I was
They're like
talking about
restrict.
Yeah.
It's like they're like.
what's the word?
Because
Restricted. They took away because of like the religious stigma against it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not as free
Like,
over there.
Yeah,
to do these
because
kind
of that,
things.
that makes people want to do it even more, and maybe that's why they have such high numbers of pornography.
And that's why
specifically her.
and that's why she got that much abuse for it. And
Exactly.
it's also because she I don't know.
the same
Bro,
guy.
she got, like death threats.
The
and-
same guy calling her a whore is the same guy that's fucking beating his dick off to her.
Exactly.
Which
That's
is pretty
crazy.
fucked up when you think about it. Like,
It is.
it's very strange. Like, why try and like outlaw something like pornography, like a basic human, like it's a basic human right, like water, like water.
Just
No.
like the air I breathe.
But,
yeah.
but that's the problem you get to when you cross government and religion.
Yeah, man, you fucking suppress these people
Yeah.
into like believing in this religion. Like, I think that's so silly, man. You can't do that. You can't like model laws and like rules, like real federal rules
Yeah.
after that type of shit.
Yeah.
Because that's just a recipe for like people not feeling like themselves and people
Yeah.
feeling restricted and like doing things anyways and probably doing it the worst way that they have because that's the only option they have.
And then you have guys like that like do it in privacy, like they beat off to her in privacy, and then they feel like they have to go above and beyond on the other side to like abuse her to make them feel like okay,
yeah.
for them to feel like I'm not that bad of a guy. I called her a piece of shit, so I think I'm a good guy now.
I'm good, right? I'm getting
But that's a result of all that shit.
yeah, man.
Interesting. Of them crossing like religion with like government type shit, right?
In that essence,
Yeah.
because I know the porn is like not a good thing for them.
yeah.
But over here, it's like, you're a whore, but you got a lot of followers. And
You're a
lot of
whore,
them
but
are
you got a lot of
Americans.
capitalism prevails, bro.
It's
Doesn't
Capitalism prevails.
Yeah, I wonder how accessible porn is to them out there.
I feel like it's very hard to come by
I
because
feel
their
like it would
internet is like locked down from what I heard.
Mm.
Like Bobby Lee told a story on his podcast. Not that I want to steal from him, but he told a story. It's his story about how he got laid in an Arabic country, like a Middle Eastern country,
Mhm.
and the way he had to do it, like to find a hooker, because there are hookers over there. And the way he found it was like he had to talk to these guys, and then they get him basically like a date. He has to go on like a date, and he actually has to go out with this woman in public, and then they can like go somewhere private for a bit, and then they can like do whatever.
Wow.
So but she's actually a hooker. You know what I mean?
But if not, they're paying attention. They're like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing with that chick?
Yeah.
Wow. So if they wouldn't have done that, there would have been the possibility of like some
like
serious shit.
she's a hooker, like they're gonna cut off her head, like shit like that. You know what I
Holy
mean?
shit.
Son, Jesus, that's
And
no
the
way-
country that he was in, I don't remember which one it was.
Why
That's
is
no
this
way
such
to
a
live,
big
bro.
deal, bro? Just let me fuck.
Right? Like we said
Yeah.
before, legalize prostitution,
Legalize
legalize
prostitution
gambling,
for sure.
legalize drugs.
Legalize everything.
Yeah, man. If people let people do whatever they want as long as they're not infringing on other people's rights.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
You
whatever
know what I mean?
decision. Yeah.
And they're not harming other people. Then
if it just affects you,
you know.
and like, I don't know, you have no responsibility, no children or anything. If it just affects you, fucking do it.
And legalizing most of that stuff has a more positive effect than it being, what's the word? Illegal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because
Like
then you got to go through
prostitution-
means to get it.
Prostitution is like, okay, that's just illegal. So it's just like, oh, people are getting human trafficked and all this other shit. It opens up a bunch of gateways. But if you legalize it, it's like,
Yeah, you're just asking for that type of shit to happen if you don't legalize. Yeah, it's crazy how we don't have it legalized. How the fuck is that not legalized? But like strip clubs and things like that are legalized.
because that's damn near the same shit anyways.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
That's weird.
I think it goes back to, like I said, religion and like government being tied together or some shit.
To this day, yeah, they're still
Because
tied
of I think like Christian values affecting how America is and how America was founded.
together, for sure.
They affect like the sensibilities. Like just look back to like the 50s and how sensitive people were with like in terms of what they wore, like
or
specifically
even
women.
fucking, remember, alcohol was
Not
illegal.
sensitive, conservative is the
Alcohol
word.
was remember
yeah,
that the
like,
prohibition?
that is
In the
crazy.
30s, yeah, alcohol was illegal. People made a killing off of it. The bootleggers fucking destroyed.
How crazy is that?
And it's not funny, but the weirdest part of that is like a bunch of wives were tired of getting beat by their drunk husbands, and so they passed the law making that shit illegal.
That's why it came out.
That was like one of the main reasons why. Because it was like a bunch of women like fighting up against that.
They got together. The temperance movement.
damn.
They got together.
That's what it was. That's what it was
Yeah,
called.
temperance,
The
right?
temperance movement.
Well, that's what you
no,
fucking
that's a
get.
suffrage.
No, suffrage is for voting.
That's for
Voting,
the voting.
yeah.
Wow,
That's hilarious. I didn't even know they had a name for that
The
movie.
U.S. U.S. women's history lesson, boys.
That's what we are. U.S. history.
Shout out
baby.
to the great women in history.
1870 and on.
See, we don't only talk about pornography. Women don't only suck dick. Okay, they change the world.
They also vote sometimes.
Exactly.
and don't get beat. They do that too.
Oh man, all the women listening probably despise us at this point.
I wonder what they'll think. I wonder what people will think. Guys, just
That's
know it's
hilarious.
always in good fun.
Yeah,
It's
I love y'all women.
we jest here. We love women.
We love everybody.
Yeah, we love men. We love all kinds.
We love men, we love animals, all that
Well,
shit.
All
yeah.
that shit.
Whatever you want to identify as, we'll love you too.
I always think about like what the thing is that, or like what several things are going to be the things that people look at in the future and like, what the fuck were they doing? Like
Yeah.
50 years from now. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell was this? Why would they even think about
Maybe
doing
they'll
it
look
this
at
way?
podcasts and be like, why the fuck are people doing those? Like, why are people doing those when you can beam your thoughts directly into someone's head?
Exactly.
Why
With the
would
press
anyone
of a
even
button?
think about that?
Yeah. Why would I even podcast if I can beam someone's thoughts directly into my skull?
Oh my gosh, man. That's I can't believe they're
You
even
know what I
I can't
mean?
believe that's even close to coming out. Like I thought that was years away.
Nah, I feel like we're probably
We're
I feel
a
like
while away from
a
it.
bit away, but it's probably closer than we think.
Closer than we think.
You know?
Yeah. And because
Like
advancements are made
within our
quickly.
lifetime, we might like, maybe towards the tail end of our lifetime. I feel like we'll maybe see something.
You
like
think
that.
so?
And
They're
it won't
already
be-
talking
yeah.
about
And it won't be cool for us to use it. We'll
Yeah,
be
'cause we won't get
annoying
it.
our
The lame
grandkids
ones?
and shit like that.
we just won't get it.
Fucking bulging. Grandpa, stay away from my thoughts.
Grandpa, get out of here.
Grandpa, trying to boo my girlfriend. Stop trying to watch.
How do I
Stop trying to listen to my thoughts.
How do I end the
Oh,
call,
man.
David? How do I David, how do I get the robot to
How do
make
I
me
end the call,
pancakes?
David?
How do you what the fuck is it gonna be like, bro? Like
That's
all
hilarious.
the cool shit that like life is gonna do for us and like technology is gonna do for us and we don't get it.
That was
all the cool shit that like adults and parents don't know about that their phones can do and
Man,
they just
bro.
don't
you know,
know.
that is up to the individual. I will never be one of those people who completely disregards technology and doesn't learn how to adapt to the new technology. Like,
Yeah.
Hell
you
yeah.
have to, or else you will get left behind, bro.
For
Like,
sure.
You,
I think that's a part of being a parent is just like being bad at new shit. Like every
Yeah.
parent is like
Just not wanting to adapt.
every
Yeah.
parent is bad with the phone
Yeah. They are.
or bad with technology with new technology in general.
They may be able to text, but like I don't see any adults really like
Memeing
quickly
it up.
googling something or like surfing the web, doing
Absolutely.
something that requires like some sort of like skill or like experience
or
Yeah.
just
using
that
the
thought
phone.
process of knowing, hey, I could use this instead of asking somebody else to do it for me.
Yes.
You guys know when
Yeah.
you guys know when it's really bad. That is very true.
Yeah, it's a
Gio.
great point.
You guys know when it's really bad, or when parents are using two fingers, like
Oh,
they
God.
just like the index fingers.
Bro.
They have the two index fingers out, and they're looking up, and they're looking down at their fingers, and they're looking up at the screen again.
My
That's how you
God.
know it's bad because they're not understanding what the fuck they're doing on the
For
computer.
real.
Not at all. Yeah, not at all. Dude, my mom asked me to do the most simple things. I got
know.
her a Roku for I forgot what. I
Mm-hmm.
think just because. And I got her a Roku and she doesn't even know how to change like to the app. She doesn't even know how to get to the home. She doesn't know how to do anything.
Bro.
And I'm like, it's the most simple thing. There's
And
just
even
like
so-
the arrows, select, and home. And
Yeah,
that's it.
I always tell
it's
them,
not
I'm
broad.
like, and they're always like, "Oh, how do you know how to do that shit?" I'm like, "Bro, I just be fucking around with the shit when I get it, and then I learn how to do it." And they're like, "Oh, well, I'm too scared to do that." I'm like, "You're not gonna break the shit." Like,
nah, I feel you, AB. I'll always be the parent that needs to adapt, bro. Because I don't want to fucking ask my kids. I don't want you to know more than me, motherfucker. I know how to fix it. I'm gonna show you how to fix it.
Exactly. That's the way to look at it. That way you can, like, if your kid asks you a question like, "Dad, how does this work?" You can explain shit to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think you first and foremost are to a kid. Like, you're a teacher for the first few years, right? You're their first teacher until they get their, their teacher, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But you're teaching them how to be a person, how to live within society and not, cause trouble, at least to a certain extent. I mean,
Yeah, man.
Delinquent.
Having a kid must be a wild time, dude. It's crazy to think, like, you get someone pregnant, they give birth to a little person that doesn't know anything. Completely hopeless. Completely helpless, I mean, not hopeless.
Sometimes
completely hopeless.
Completely hopeless.
I think about
abandon all hope, baby. But you got to teach them everything. Everything. Like,
Bro, I think about a lot of, like, the situations where I've had sex, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, at the worst moment, that could have been a baby.
oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's terrifying.
Jesus Christ, bro.
There are some women I'm like, I don't even want you near a baby.
Yeah.
Let alone to have one with you.
Let alone have one come out
That
and
shit is scary.
have you raise it. Because some of these people are evil.
Bro.
Some of these people are just bad parents, bro. Just can't handle it.
Bro, that shit is for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a little kid. Just help him out, bro.
Man, you'd be surprised, dude. Because I was older, like me and my little sister. I have a little sister. We have a large age gap. We're 11 years apart. So I'm 24. She's about to be 12. Oh no, she just turned 12. So I remember when she was younger. Son, that shit was annoying. Like, they'd be waking up at crazy hours, like,
Always
and not going to
crying and
sleep.
shit.
Always crying. If you got to wake up for 20 minutes and take care of your crying baby, it's not going to be easy to just fall right back asleep. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. That must be like, dude, imagine having to go to work after that. Like, that's so fucked. They don't even give people, like, a good amount of, like, was it maternity or paternity leave? Like, I think maternity leave
You
is
need like a year. Maybe a year and a half.
Dude,
A hot
you need,
year, dude.
You need like 2 years, maybe. Like, I feel like that's a good, like, that's a commitment to the worker.
Yeah. Even reduced pay, but
for
something.
a solid 6 months of that baby's first life.
Yeah.
First life. Whatever the fuck. The first 6
First
months of their life, they're just nothing.
Or at least let
They
them
have
work
nothing
from
good
home.
about them.
Yeah,
they can't do
Baby's so
anything.
helpless. You know,
Bro.
a human baby is one of the most helpless creatures. I think we're the most. No, I think we are the most helpless mammal when it's born.
I think so too.
I think
yeah.
all mammals are pretty, like, relatively helpless when they're born, but I think humans specifically are the most helpless because of the fact that they have no defense or anything.
Yeah.
They're completely, like, just retarded. They don't know how to do shit.
How crazy
You
is
can-
that?
you can
Yeah,
just-
I have a baby in the woods, like
Yeah.
around a bunch of food and stuff. The baby
It's
won't
gonna-
know what to do.
it's gonna
Baby dies
fucking-
right there.
yeah,
Baby dead.
It's gonna
Baby
get
dead.
impaled on his fucking soft spot, and then, you know.
I give him a bunch of fruit, have like a bunch of Gerbers, open Gerbers right around him. He won't know
my
what the
God.
fuck to do. They're stupid.
Exactly, but, like, I feel like with other creatures, maybe they have, like, they have more instincts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're walking at like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
they be
just
they be
like-
coming out standing up.
They're just like the little version of their parents, and that's it.
Yeah.
But babies, bro, they're just a waste of not a waste of space, but they just don't do shit for like a long ass time. They're just good for pictures.
They're an investment.
And then
Babies-
some of
just
y'all,
good for pictures.
and then some of y'all babies be ugly, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Some of them do be a little bit.
Some of
ugly.
these babies are
Some of them
ugly.
babies be hit.
Sometimes you got to be honest, man.
That's true.
Babies are funny. Did I say
Babies
this
are
story on the
funny.
podcast with the baby thing with the group chat?
Nah, we didn't talk about it.
No, I don't think we did, man.
So like, okay, someone I used to date a girl and she had a group of friends, right? And I met this group of friends, and two of them ended up having a baby a few months later. So by this point, they have the baby. I know them, but I don't know them super well. You know what I mean? So like, I know them. I know their names. I've hung out with them, but like, they're not good friends. So I go over to see their baby, right? At this point, let's just fast forward in time. At this point, they had the baby. They already went through the whole 9 months, all that shit. So I'm holding the baby, and I'm just like, I always think to myself, like, this baby is so delicate. Like, I could just drop this baby, and that's it. It's game over for this baby. This baby is no more. I could spike this baby, and it'd be done. So I was holding the baby, blah blah blah. Like, I'm going through the whole day, and I'm like, wow, like, this baby's so delicate. I'm just thinking that to myself. So later on, I text my girlfriend. It was like this Kermit meme. I don't know if y'all remember it. It was like Sith Kermit, and he had like a hood on. He was evil, and he was telling the other Kermit that was facing him something like bad. And then the fucking thing was like, when you're holding a baby, and then it's like enter me, and it's like throw it, right? So I sent that meme. I thought I sent it to my girlfriend. I accidentally sent it to a group chat with the mother, father, and like a bunch of other people, like family, like cousins and shit like that. and I didn't even know him that well.
Did anybody think it's funny?
Like 2 people thought it was funny.
For real?
Yeah, and one of them was my girlfriend, like one other person. But like everyone was, I don't think anyone said anything bad, but like they didn't say anything, or they were like, "What the hell?" or something like that. And I was like, "Yo, they're never gonna let me touch that baby again.
Yeah, you're like, that's not happening ever again.
You're not holding this baby. Don't come in my house."
That's funny, man. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty reasonable thought, Omar. I mean, or,
Yeah.
like reasonable
It's a
meme.
funny, yeah.
But like, think about it when you're driving, right? You're ever driving sometimes you think like I could just fucking
Yeah, I could just take out
You see a
everybody.
group
fuck
of people?
everybody up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You ever think that?
Hell yeah, dude. Like at Katie Mills during like
Yeah.
Black Friday, a lot of people walking, or like Walmart. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could take out all of y'all right
A
here,
lot of
right
y'all.
now.
I
I'd
think
get caught.
That's
But
for me playing GTA and shit like that. Like when I was playing GTA, I was just like, I just killed this person.
But you know,
Going first person.
actually
just
doing it versus
run 'em
thinking
down.
about it is
Oh, yeah,
what
very different.
separates us.
It's very
You know what
different.
I mean?
Oh, for
It's
sure.
what separates us from the crazies.
And I think
From
it
the
keeps most people
crazies.
from doing it because they
Yeah.
could do it in the game. So it's like, I'll
It's
get
a
it
little
out there.
outlet, yeah.
true.
Release your anger and shit.
Well,
Release
But
your
it
anger.
baffles me how, I mean, maybe this is like a pessimistic way to look at it, but it baffles me how more people don't do that. Like more people don't do really insane, fucked up things just knowing that like I don't give a shit if I die anyways. So whatever, I'm
It's
just gonna do
because
this.
we have consequences for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like some like you know, I'm surprised more people don't just do shit like that and then just like kill themselves
And
to
they
escape.
just, I don't know, maybe they care about, not care, but they just don't want to do it.
Yeah, humans
Yeah.
are just programmed. I guess we're not evil naturally, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe some of us, but
Evil in specific ways. Just
Evil in
not that way.
specific ways.
Not that way of like when
Yeah.
I'm driving my goddamn car, I just ram it to the bus stop
Yeah.
and take out all the people that were going to go to work and shit like that.
on just like a quick whim.
Yeah.
like like
a
they're
quick
all right
swipe
there.
out.
Well, I might as well, and then
Yeah.
just do it.
Yeah, I think we're better than that.
interesting.
We're better than that. Yeah, I,
feel
guess
like
we're
there's
better
something
than that.
that separates like the criminals who are like selling drugs and stuff like that versus the criminals who are killing people.
Yeah.
Or like the criminals who do both. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something that distinguishes them, like the criminals who try and like not involve regular people in their business.
Mm.
I kind of respect that.
That's true.
Mm.
Like not involving regular people at all into anything that they're doing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you know, it all depends on the crime. Because some people, at the end of the day, it will end up affecting them. Just
Yeah.
in
True.
they're not directly.
Even if it's like
affecting them.
a systematic way, like if you're selling someone's kids drugs,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're not hurting them, but technically you are kind of hurting them because you're supplying them with illegal drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're like the main man for like some weed in an area, like you're selling this weed to other dealers and like, well, who are those dealers selling it to? I don't know. You know, like kids and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it is cool. It is cool. That makes me think, bro. So speaking of lives and shit like that, I've always thought like, what would you do with a second life if you knew you had a second life? Somehow, don't question it too much. But what would you do? You know,
Man,
like what would you want to do like that you won't do now because you feel the consequences might be too dire or
I
like
think I
it's
would
too
be-
big of a risk?
I'd be way more honest in this life. Like I take more risk with people.
That's a fat ass, man.
That's a fat ass, bitch. Where they go? Where that ass
At
going?
church or something. At the doctor's office.
At the doctor's office.
I agree with you. I would not want to play it safe. But like, all right, so in this life, are we like a different
Damn,
person? Am I like Chinese or like? Am
You'll end up
Am I
being
me or am I like a not me?
How about this? Right now, they give you the
Reincarnated?
option. So it's going to branch out right now, right? You live on your own life, and then it all starts over. You live the exact same life. You probably don't remember it. Or you just start right where you die, right where you, like, split. And you just start off from there. And you get to just keep living your life the way you were. So you have the same conscious in both of these.
Damn, that's good.
You're the same person. I don't know, man. That's
That's a really good question, man. I
I'd
mean,
be a
Gio,
criminal, bro.
do you feel like you have an answer for that?
I would just say I take more risk. Just more risk in like relationships and shit like that. Because there's nothing I would do. Like I'm not
So
gonna fucking go bungee jumping.
He's saying he would cheat on girls.
I would cheat on girls. I'd be an
risk.
asshole to girls.
This is only my
More
first
risk
life.
in relationships.
I got two.
I got two more. Baby. You gonna see me again?
bitch, I'm gonna hop into that other life and hop back over here. The fuck?
I'm writing your name down.
I'm gonna hop into my other life, fuck my girlfriend, then hop into this other life and fuck all these hoes.
Oh my god.
Bro, that's fast.
What are you talking about? Calls the cops.
I'm gonna hop between lives. That's so
know,
crazy.
man.
I think I would do that.
I do that too.
And it's-
End up a billionaire and shit.
And specifically, like, because it was funny that you said the doctor's office. Because one time, when you're sexually active, it's better to be, to get tested often.
Absolutely.
So one time I was going to go get tested at like a 24-hour place or whatever. So I go in to get tested, and it's some fine, like, I don't know if she was like Hispanic or something, but she had like green eyes and wavy hair.
Wow.
And she was thick. She was thick 'em. So I was like, all right. So I'll go in there to get tested. And I'm sitting in there, and I eventually didn't get it because that shit was expensive as fuck. And I was like, y'all are tripping.
Wait, real quick, can I ask you how much?
Oh, like 300.
For what?
300
To test
What,
what?
swabbing your dick or what?
Nah, it was we didn't even get that far in the conversation.
That's enough.
Yeah,
That's
they said,
enough.
yeah,
Wow.
we have a test you can do for like $300, and I think it was an issue with my insurance at the time, but I just ended up not getting it.
Yeah. That's how much
So,
is our insurance. That's crazy.
But
yeah, but continue.
So I'm like walking out because they're checking me out and shit like that, and then we just started talking, and she was like, yeah, because I had just got my you know what I'm saying, I get pedicures. I get, you know what I'm
Feel
saying,
that? Yeah, pedicures are fantastic, man. I get pedicures too.
in touch
I
with
had
your
a-
masculinity.
bro. Hey,
Oh, absolutely.
I had a little pedicure at the time. She's like, oh, I like your nails a lot. I was like, yeah. I was like, I like your eyes. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is
Yeah.
nice right now. But then I just ended up leaving because in my head I was like, I came in here to get an STD check.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave with somebody's phone number. That
probably-
made me feel very uncomfortable.
She probably thinks she probably would have gave it to you though.
She would have gave it to me
Because
because
from
we
what it
were
sounds like,
smiling.
she was initiating
smiling.
the conversation. She was smiling. She said she likes your nails.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny, bro. Picking up someone at like the
Picking
fucking.
up someone
At the but see, if I had my second life, I go back in there and I get that number.
That's like,
and then I get my STD check after I fuck
Pick
her.
up a girl who's about to get an abortion. Get
yeah,
a
that's
number.
what I'm saying. It's like trying to think of a girl at an abortion clinic.
when you're done with that,
When you're done with that, hey,
call me
Let's
up.
Let's go bowling. Or can you do that? Is it too much physical activity? You can't go bowling.
Yeah, but you got to. Yeah, those situations, man.
That's
Oh, man.
hilarious.
There's always times where I feel like, man, I wonder what would have happened if I would have said something to this person, or like,
sure.
if I would have said something in this very moment. Like, let's say something's happening. Like, there's been times like something's happening, and I think I'm about to say something like something, I don't know, smart maybe or something like that, or something like important, and then someone else might say it, or nobody says it, and the time just passes.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what would have happened? Like, if I would have been the one to say that at that very moment,
if
what
that
would that
was
changed?
me.
If
Well,
that
you-
was me.
We can't think about the what ifs, man.
Oh no, I don't think about it in a bad way. You know,
You're just saying, like,
I
what
made
if,
the
like, in
decision because
general?
that's
yeah,
how I
it's
made
like
it
just in a pondering way.
in a
Yeah.
pondering way. It just makes
Yeah.
you think like how would things change?
Get
I mean,
married,
things can change a
and have
lot.
kids with her.
Bro, no bullshit. You end up getting the girl of your dreams just because you talk to her.
That
For
little
all we
moment
know.
can change everything. You
never
never
know.
know.
Talk to her in the fucking chip aisle.
We all could have we could have passed our wife on the way behind like a club alley while she's throwing up for all we know.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
Do you need
Yeah.
some help?
Do you need some help, ma'am?
That's a romantic movie. That's an R-rated romantic movie.
Like a romantic comedy?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't see as many of those nowadays in 2020.
All the ideas are gone.
Yeah.
They've all
Yeah.
been like reused. and
Everything's
shit.
been reused, rehashed.
Also, too many of them failed in
Yeah.
a time frame. You know,
Yeah.
remember like No Strings Attached, all those movies,
Yeah.
those R-rated ones that Justin Timberlake.
There had to have been an audience for that for a long time, right?
It worked.
I mean, like date night type of people, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they were like critically. Like, I don't think the reviews were good. I don't think the sales were probably that crazy because
Yeah.
you'd have to get major actors. No one's watching a romantic movie about
You know,
two like unknown
With
actors.
two nobodies.
Makes you think about it, a lot of movies are kind of stupid. Like if you think about it like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like a lot of movies are really stupid. Like specifically those type of movies, you know,
Yeah.
like
Or every like Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie,
yeah. I mean, those are cool because they're action, right?
Yeah.
But like
but they're stupid.
They're
they
stupid,
are
though.
stupid, right?
In
Some-
essence, they are stupid.
Like when you
Yeah.
watch a movie by a director like Christopher Nolan, you're like, okay, everybody else's movies are just fucking
Yeah.
made by idiots.
You're like, this is a movie. This
Like,
is a fucking action movie.
Yeah, this is something that is like people have thought about this for thousands of hours. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like when you watch something like that, whereas opposed to like some of these other ones, like some of these rom-coms and some of these cheap horrors that I've seen, it's just I don't know, man. It goes in my head and it just goes right out, like in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
I
But,
don't
like,
give a shit about it.
yeah, like my brain completely just fucking dumps it out. Like it does a data dump into the trash.
But if every movie was like smart and shit or good, everything it floods it out.
You're right. There has to be
There has
happy
to be shit
balance.
movies.
Yeah,
There has to be.
there has
Shit
be
movies
shit
have to
movies.
exist for us to have good movies.
Gio's the advocate for shit movies.
I'm an advocate for shit movies. I love shit movies too. I love watching shit movies.
I do
'Cause
too,
they're hilarious.
man.
especially horror movies, like shitty horror movies.
I hate it, bro.
I
Especially when
can't
they're
watch
predictable.
Yeah, shitty horror movies I can't watch. I don't stand by those.
Dude, The Hills
Not
Have
my style
Eyes,
of
like
people.
those type of movies. So Wrong Turn, bro. So funny.
I can't.
Where there's
man.
some like creepy, weird mutants, and they stumble upon them in some
like a
weird
really
desert,
good, like
some
a really
dumb shit.
bad B movie. Oh, I could watch those any day of the week.
B movie actually went pretty hard. Bro, how crazy was that movie? The Bee took the company to court, and then he ended up with a human lady. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
Court.
How does he?
I never heard the breakdown of that movie like in that
Wasn't-
way. That's hilarious.
Wasn't the bee played by Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes.
Yeah, he
bro.
was. What's up with all the?
The Seinfeld noise, bro.
I wonder who the chick was. I'm sure she was someone famous
chick?
too.
Fucking
Anna
Seinfeld
Faris.
was the bee.
Yeah, dude, Jerry
that is
Seinfeld.
hilarious.
What? How did they get Jerry to play the bee? They must have just be like, Jerry, do you want $100 million?
Bro, we have a fuck ton of money for you right now.
Right?
To do it.
Just to play a bee. All you have to do is come in wearing whatever the fuck you want and get into a voice booth and just talk.
Somehow it worked too. I'm pretty sure that movie did well.
Yeah, I
like
think it
reviews
did.
and shit.
Oh, of course.
I don't think the reviews were that great.
People still talk
but
about it to this day. So
Yeah, we're
clearly
talking
it
It's
about
so
did well.
weird. Like it's like, why the fuck is Jerry Seinfeld a bee right now?
I could have never
knows,
seen
bro?
Jerry Seinfeld doing that, man.
Hell
But hey,
no.
good for him, bro.
I guess he liked
I
the
fuck
script
with
and
Jerry.
shit.
I
He
fuck
must
with
have.
Jerry, man.
He's like a billionaire, I think.
I think Jerry is a
Almost.
billionaire.
It almost or is, yeah.
Yeah, either almost or is him or Larry David.
Man,
That's wild.
They're both geniuses, man.
both geniuses. Larry David.
Larry David's the next level. If you guys haven't seen his show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, I mean, do yourselves a favor and please watch that show. The first
Which one do
season,
you?
So
Which one do you think is
incredible.
better?
Seinfeld or Curb?
Yeah.
Curb.
I feel you.
Curb is just like, because it is one camera
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't have like the multi-camera and the laugh track. I've always hated laugh tracks and I think I always will. I can never watch a show with a laugh track. Even as a kid, I like them, but I always hated that. Like the
That
like
is
the,
annoying.
the canned laughter telling me to laugh. Like, do they really need to put that shit in there? Like, if I'm live, cool, whatever. I'm hearing other people laugh. But if I'm at home, like, why do I need laughter telling me when to laugh?
Yeah,
I
I,
agree.
feel you.
I agree
Like that.
for sure.
That's why I hate Friends.
And then
like
they're being
shows
told
like
to
that.
laugh, even if there's a live audience. They're being told to laugh.
Yeah. Or
And
it's just
clapping
fake.
shit.
And they just
Yeah.
recorded like
Yeah, for
200 different laughs or
Yeah,
something like that.
for the most part, it's fake.
Which,
Yeah.
yeah. And the thing I hate the most about that laugh shit is sometimes I don't mind it, I guess, and like I kind of just forget about it when it's actually something funny going on, and like I'm laughing, like I'm thinking, oh, that was funny. But I hate how they do it for every little small joke that you know isn't funny, that you know
stand
no
it,
one's
bro.
laughing
I'm
at.
telling you, it's programming you to laugh. I
Yeah.
hate that shit. Don't program.
I don't like
That's
that.
why I like shows like Curb, where there's no fucking. It's just real. Like, it's just a guy, and he's just getting into these ridiculous situations with his friends and the people he knows that are just completely asinine for someone who's a fucking millionaire to get into, and it makes
Yeah.
the show so
most
fucking
of
interesting.
those really funny shows don't have like laugh tracks.
They
Now
just
that you
have
said that, I'm
music.
just noticing.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like, if you guys ever seen the show Louis by the comedian Louis C.K., he
Ah.
was canceled, but his show is fucking hilarious.
His
you
show
do it,
was
Louis?
great. The funniest thing about that show is his girlfriend was different every time. And it was
I
the
know.
same person. That's
They
hilarious.
did that on purpose?
He just said, we just didn't bring her back. and that means they would have to actually like sign him to the show, so he didn't want to pay him.
Louis had a really good sense of humor, man.
That was a good show.
He had a really dark sense of humor, and it really showed like in the show.
Yeah.
Like I think he's one of the best comedians that can like laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
Like, if you see his show, he's just constantly embarrassing himself, making himself look like a fucking dumbass.
I still haven't seen that shit. I don't know how. I feel like I love it, but I haven't seen it.
It's not that long. It's like two
It's
seasons.
not that long. I think they only did 3 seasons or 2 or 3 seasons, and they canceled. But I think the episodes were really well done. Like, they were artfully shot. The music is good. Like,
I
It's
love
just
that
weird
shit, man.
seeing him. Like,
Yeah.
seeing his face now is like, ooh.
after he got canceled,
I know what you did.
Yeah.
I know
He's-
you're
he was a
beating
little
off in front of
freaky,
those
man.
ladies.
he's
That's
a little freaky.
That was a little freaky.
He is a little freaky.
Shit like
I
that
mean,
makes me
is it
mad,
worth
though.
canceling? I don't know.
That was a little freaky.
It's
Eh.
freaky.
That was a little
I wouldn't say
freaky.
canceling, but it's a time for a pow pow.
Yeah,
You need a timeout.
a good
Yeah.
reprimand.
Yeah.
He needs a strong, firm reprimand from an authority figure,
authority figure.
like Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Get him over, bend him over, give him a couple ass
Yeah.
spanks. Let him
Yeah.
know what's going on. Yeah, man, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
That's just so weird. That's weird. But when they said what happened, I was like, I'm not surprised.
Oh, dude, right? Doesn't Louis
He looked
all the time?
He looked He was always
Omar-
talking about beating off and
Omar,
no
do you,
jokes
do you
about it,
know?
too.
Do you know what happened?
yeah, he would call these women over, and he would get them in the room, and he'd start beating his meat, or he'd call them on the phone,
Or yeah,
and tell
most
them
of the time it was
I'm
like on the
beating my meat.
phone, right?
But
There was one time, I think.
the visual is always funny to me. It's just him shaking
Yeah.
and he's just beating his dick like
Yeah.
furiously, and they're just standing there like, "What the fuck, Louis?"
And the crazy thing is, like, he talked about beating off
like that.
all the time
talked about
in
doing
his
that shit.
act, bro. Like, that's all his shit was about.
That's
So it was
hilarious.
surprising, but it wasn't that surprising.
It wasn't that surprising.
But, like,
to me.
Dark guy, yeah.
It's still weird that he put some of like. I think the worst part is that they were his friends.
Yeah.
Not that if they were random it would have been better for some reason, but like the fact that they were his friends, I think makes it more wrong because he took advantage of people that, like, you know, like probably wouldn't have a
That-
voice to say shit.
Yeah. I
Like
didn't
younger
know
female
that.
comedians who like look up to him. Like Louis was the comedian of the
and
country.
he
like,
was taking them on tour and shit like that.
yeah, like before Dave
Oh.
Chappelle made his resurgence, like Louis was the big guy.
Louis was the guy,
Because Dave was under the radar until he got his Netflix deal.
and then a little bit of Bill Burr for like a year. It was
Yeah, Bill Burr had Bill Burr's popular now
Yeah.
in 2020. Like, but he was like
He was
low key.
I think it's more popular like 2-3 years ago.
He's always had like an underground, or I would say underground following.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I feel like he's
yeah.
not super like people know about him, but if you ask most people, they're not gonna know who Bill
It was
Burr
like a
is.
consistent following.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
Yeah.
growing too much.
He has a legendary podcast, one of the first podcasts that was ever started by a comedian.
Listening to him
He has one of
talk
my
is
favorite ones.
just ridiculous.
He's one of the very few podcasts I listen to most of the time when they come
Yeah,
out.
and I can't listen to that many podcasts with it's just people alone, but like
He's great.
he's great. Him and another guy I used to really like who was alone, Chris D'Elia, man, but he dropped
right.
freaky
He,
man,
man.
freaky
he
man.
dropped the ball, bro.
That's another Aziz, bro. Maybe it was a little
Nah, that was
a little
I'm
mean
not
or like a little just like not very honorable. It was very dishonorable.
Freaky
the way he
man.
would like I guess talk to the women, but it was nothing illegal.
I honestly feel like I need to look into it more to see what actually happened, but like
wasn't it
I
underage
just
girls?
I just like this podcast.
Well, but
man.
like there was one underage girl that came
Okay.
out with it, but when she told him she was underage, he stopped talking to her.
Oh, okay.
But when she released the initial like messages, she like cropped that part out. But after that, he says, "Oh, I didn't know you were that old," and then he's like, "Okay, well, we can't talk or anything like, or like I can't talk to you or something like that."
But yeah, man, he used to have this podcast, and dude, like he's always said, like in his act and on other podcasts, that he doesn't drink and he doesn't do drugs, and like you can tell why. This guy he's nuts, bro. Like he just gets on the mic and he just starts going, like he just starts talking about things, and like he starts using crazy voices and like having conversations with himself, and like
He can sing like a motherfucker.
it's almost like watching a crazy person ramble on the side of the road, but they're like really funny. Like what they're saying is really hilarious.
yeah. It's like some fucking Larry David shit where he like nitpicks like one small situation that he got into the day before, but it's a lot more like over the top and like so like I don't know, energized and shit. But if no one's ever seen it, congratulations, man. Go watch it.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
that's,
podcast.
that's the name of that. Congratulations podcast. And he just stopped it. I mean, he didn't even give. There was no goodbye. It was just dropped off the face of the earth, man. And who knows if we'll ever see him again?
You'll
I was
see
gonna
him
ask, you
again.
think he'll come back?
You'll
I
see him
think
next
he will.
year.
If he makes another pod, I hope he comes back and brings the podcast back, man.
Also, so another thing is he's like I think like around 40, and the dude just had a baby. Right when he
yeah.
got canceled was like right around the time he had a baby.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure he just doesn't even give a shit right now. And he's like, I'll come back maybe in like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Most of the time when people get canceled, like it doesn't fuck up the money. It just it's like
Well,
a
for
weird.
some people it
it's a bad
does.
look to people outside of your fan base. And
It's some people get deals canceled, like Rick Ross, the fake Rick Ross, the fat one,
Yeah.
the rapper. He did. Remember he had that song.
oh the
Is it you own you?
You
Bro,
Own E&O.
Put
You
Molly
Own
in a
E&O.
drink, she didn't even know it.
Yeah, put
Yeah.
Molly in a drink. She didn't
You
even
got your
know.
mind?
Yeah.
that was nuts.
He said that right, and I don't think he had like a court case over it, but I think Reebok dropped him from a deal. So he did.
I think he got it back though.
You think so?
He got it after.
Damn, I guess they didn't give a fuck.
No, I think they like postponed it, but then he got it. He just got it later on.
Wow.
I think he did. I'm not 100% sure.
Corporations are only as woke as their pockets
Yeah.
allow.
Just
as
for the
they
meantime,
say.
they wanted to
As
tell
they
you
say.
that.
I know the
They
Louis
dropped him.
one sort of fucked it up, but he still tours. Like he
Louis
still
CK?
toured.
Yeah, he does. He came to Houston a few earlier in the year 2020.
So it's like the
Yeah.
fan base is gonna. I think the fan base for the most part is gonna rock out with you, unless if you did some like wild shit.
Yeah, well, even R. Kelly, they still listen to his music.
Even
but,
the fan.
Yeah.
The
but
fan
at that
base is
point,
still
yeah,
there.
people can't defend him anymore.
R.
now,
Kelly
you know?
still has diehard fans.
Bro,
actually,
they tried to
which
bu-
is so
'Cause
crazy.
his music is fucking
They
good.
tried to bail him out, right?
They tried to bail him out.
which is insane.
They started. They started a fucking GoFundMe.
They put money together to go fucking bail
to bail out R. Kelly, bro.
to someone who is painfully guilty. Like,
Oh my God.
there's no like he hasn't been wronged
There's
in
no way
court.
around it, bro.
Like
He-
video,
there's no
audio
mistrial.
evidence.
Like,
The man had a bed in the studio,
Oh my god.
and they're trying to fight for this man's for him to not go to jail, bro.
that's a waste of money. That's,
That's
a
a
waste
waste
of
of
their
fucking
investment.
money.
That
That's
shit
a
is
bad
crazy.
investment right there.
Man, speaking of all this shit, how do y'all feel about that whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard shit?
So, what was the story with that? Is that Johnny Depp was he married to her or no?
Yeah, they were
was
married.
married.
So they were married, and
He-
she said that he beat her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But-
He was like addicted to drugs, and like she
Yeah.
wasn't happy or some shit. But like I heard she was like abusive towards him,
And she was
and
cheating
yeah.
on him.
she was cheating on him with fucking Elon Musk.
bro.
Elon Musk,
Wait.
Every time Johnny
She
Depp
was-
walked out the door, Elon came right in.
which is
This
just
chick was cheating on him with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Elon
Yes.
fucking Musk.
Yes, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's insane.
And the Dookie.
The Dookie?
The Dookie, bro. Johnny Depp found Dookie in his bed, but Amber
Whoa.
says it was the dog's poop, but Johnny thinks it's hers.
Or Elon Musk.
Or Elon Musk's
She
poop.
shit in the bed on purpose because she
Wait,
was mad at
did
him.
Elon Musk poop in the bed? That's all I
the
care
fucking
about.
robot he is.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I was.
I thought it was a bathroom.
I thought I was just so inebriated. Yeah, man. I don't know how. That must be so fucked up, bro. Like, your girlfriend cheats on you with.
But what
Elon
would you even do
fucking
if you
Musk?
came home to a dookie? Like I wouldn't
In
even
your-
know-
in your
my
bed? In
Like
your
I
bed?
don't know where you move from there.
I mean, at first
I gotta
you
burn
move
the bed.
forward?
The
I would
bed
think
is
it's the
burned.
dog first, but like,
And you don't have a dog.
if you know it's a human dookie,
oh god, you have a dog, and then she still says it's the dog.
she brought a dog in like a random dog just to blame it on the dog.
Wow.
Found this dog outside, and first thing he did, ran up to the bed and shit in it. Man, I don't know, but
he made it his home.
Yeah, Oof, what an evil bitch. Goddamn, shitting in the bed they both sleep in.
But dude, I heard like, this comedian was talking about it, and he was saying that like I think his name's like Doug Stanhope, and he's like friends with Johnny Depp or something like that. And he was saying that him and a lot of other like Johnny Depp's other friends, like when Johnny Depp got with this girl, they were telling him like, watch out, like she's a gold digger, she's crazy, like stay away from her. And then like eventually like he just got with her, and like apparently he lost a lot of contact with his friends. And
Ooh,
then
And she
man.
like cut him off.
yeah.
Wow, man's got abused. Man's got like psychologically abused.
Yeah, and then she tried to fucking like take his money and shit, and like
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, now he got dropped off a bunch of things. Now he got like canceled, like
And he
quote
still,
unquote
and he
canceled.
still, she still has most of her roles.
Yeah, she's still gonna be in Aquaman 2. I just saw a post that they were thinking about casting
are
her
they-
as somebody for the new Fantastic Four
why are
reboot.
they even
The
making
fucking
an
8th one.
Aquaman 2?
They're gonna
That
put
sounds
her on.
horrible.
Bro, there's a petition with like 2 million signees that say like
get
they
rid
don't
of
want
her?
her. Yeah, to get rid of her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the movie's not gonna do well. In some,
The first one did all right.
well, I feel like it'll do well, but it won't do as well as they want it to do just because of this.
I
kind
feel
of
you.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At least in
yeah.
the movies.
Damn.
I don't know though. Maybe not. Maybe people don't care that much. But it's Johnny Depp, bro. I love Johnny Depp.
love Johnny Depp,
we all
man.
grew up on Johnny Depp,
Captain
man.
Jack Sparrow,
Captain
man.
Jack
Fell
fucking
off.
Sparrow.
Fell off
Jack
like a
Sparrow.
motherfucker. God damn.
He did. But still, it's fucked, man. She's over here talking about like hitting his head.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
not nice.
She
Don't
was
do
over
that.
like that. She punched him, and like there's
Jesus.
recordings of the both of them talking, and she's like laughing at the situation in
That's
court,
sad, man.
and she still won.
That reminds me of the video of Jay-Z getting his ass beat by fucking
Oh my God.
by Beyonce's sister.
in the elevator.
That had to have been something like that he
One of the
did-
greatest Twitter moments ever.
She probably did it because like he did something to Beyonce or some shit. I mean, why else would
I think it was.
I mean, she
think
came
that
out
was
with that whole cheating.
or
album.
what do you
yeah,
think?
I think it's because she found out he was cheating.
Y'all think that's real? You think that was
No,
Uh,
that was real,
publicity
bro.
stunt?
That's real.
Why
That
would
was
she make a
real,
whole
man.
album
They
about
already
it?
have money.
There's
Why
no
do they
pub-
need to.
Plus,
do a
that's
publicity
embar-
stunt?
Well, you always wanna
to
make
them.
more.
That's like to someone like Jay-Z, like that's embarrassing, bro. There's no way he
It
would
is.
ever like, you know what I mean? Like
That's true.
that had to have like really happened.
It's embarrassing.
Jay-Z's
to her
the
too,
last
though.
person that would want to be embarrassed.
Yeah. Jay-Z must have just been like, what the fuck? Like,
When's
what
the last
fuck
time
is-
y'all have been like embarrassed around a girl?
Oh,
Oh man, all the time. Let me see.
all the time, every day of my life.
The last time I've been embarrassed around a girl,
That's a good question. I can't think.
that's a hard one to think of on the spot,
Yeah.
man. I mean, there's numerous
Numerous
times.
times.
But the last one,
There's been I almost tripped in front of a girl today.
damn,
That was bad.
where we
That would have
at?
been really
Tell us
bad.
about that. Give us a breakdown.
We were walking out of her apartment, and there's like a little level up. Like when you go up the sidewalk, it's like a hump almost. So you can't even see it. And it was dark as shit. So I hit the front of my toe. The front of my foot got caught, and I had to brace down.
Oh, no.
And like I almost really fucking ate shit, but my hand saved me.
Wait,
Wait, so
she
you
saw
were-
everything?
No, she heard me though. I hit my foot.
That's even funnier. She hears you instead of.
I hit my foot. I said,
Wait, what was it? What was
and
that?
she was like, "What was that?" I was like, "Nothing."
Wait, you were
Nothing.
coming out of her apartment?
Mm-hmm.
What's too late, Gio? You already hanging out with her like that? I mean, she's not a stranger. You get
she's
embarrassed
not
about that stuff? Like embarrass you?
No, it's kind of funny.
It's a little, yeah.
It's embarrassing though.
But
I
you-
won't
but
lie.
yeah,
It's
but-
not. It's embarrassing, but I just laugh at it in my head.
Yeah, you have that underlying
I
embarrassment.
was walking to the car. I was like, "Ah, shit! I almost fucking busted my ass." That was hilarious.
I don't know.
Like those, I appreciate a good trip,
Oh man, yeah.
especially when I trip. I die laughing.
I appreciate
inside.
a good comedic embarrassing moment.
Absolutely.
it. It keeps me human.
Keeps me human. Yeah, it
Yeah.
keeps me humble.
You got to be able to laugh at yourself, man.
For
For
real.
sure, dude. For
If
sure.
you can't laugh at yourself, I mean, what else?
It's gonna be a long
you
life
laugh
for
at?
you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And who doesn't like that? Someone that doesn't take themselves
yeah,
too
man.
seriously.
Laughter enhances life considerably, in my opinion.
real.
That's what they say.
That's why people like shit like podcasts so much. Like at least the comedic ones, right? Because there's like the informational ones and there's like the comedic ones. Comedic ones have a big audience, and that's because like the whole platform of comedy has like they've learned how to adapt and move a lot of their material to like like these web radio based formats.
Yeah,
you know,
For sure. Yeah, just like story based kind of things.
And
instead
everybody
of,
can
like,
take a
stand-up
good
jokes.
laugh. Everybody wants to laugh.
Yeah, man.
absolutely. What's wrong with
That's why I
laughing?
never understand how some people like just watch the news, like sad shit all day.
Bro,
Like
there
my
was-
dad will just be watching Al Jazeera all day, which is
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't-
fucking Arabic fucking news station, and it's only about bombing. That's all. That's all they talk about. Like
There was some kid
How
that
do
we
you
went to
watch
high
that?
school with. I don't know if y'all remember him. I won't say his name, but he was just like, "Yeah, I don't listen to music, like at all." I was
Oh,
like,
dude.
"Wait, you don't listen to music like ever?" He's like, "No." He's like, I don't know artists like anything like." He would just go to school, go home, play basketball.
that's a fucking alien.
and
That's
he didn't like
that's
music.
a
Like
skinwalker.
It wasn't even that he didn't like it. He just didn't listen to it. Like he had no, opinion on
Urge.
music, which is the wildest shit in the world to me. Like
Yeah, that's a
that's
psychopath
interesting,
right
man.
there.
to this day, I still don't understand how he did
I
that.
actually used to date a girl that didn't like music either for a few years.
That's crazy.
really,
Yeah, in high school, she didn't like music. Like for like the first 2 years I dated her,
Like that didn't like an artist or just in music in general.
she wouldn't really listen to music at all. Like she had like fucking 12 songs on her Spotify. I used to share a Spotify. It was ridiculous.
that is ridiculous.
She eventually,
12
I started
songs?
sharing the Spotify with her. She
Wow.
eventually started listening to more. But I was like, what? How? Like, what are you? How is this real?
How is this real?
I
How
had
do you
never
not
met
listen-
someone who didn't listen to music.
Even when I was in like the earliest days of my iPod life, when I had that little iPod shuffle, I had more than 12 songs.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
I had
yeah,
like
always.
More than 12.
like at least like however many the fucking thing could take.
Yeah,
really?
I've
real.
always been into music. Music, I mean, it's just another great art form, man.
Hell yeah, man, got that Zoom.
I think it's one of the best. I think it's the best one to me.
best art form.
Yeah,
You think so?
because the length of it, and you can do it like anywhere.
That's true, man.
And it can
music,
be so diverse.
Exactly. You can't be watching a movie and drive.
That's true, and like at least with music, you're kind of taking it in, imagining something with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Very true. It can change your whole mood. It can
Yeah.
alter like
Yeah.
and it can be
the way
it-
you're thinking.
Yeah, it can be sensory. You know, like with a movie, it's someone else's vision, and you're watching it, and you're taking it in, and you're thinking about it. But like with the music, you can like make your own thing. That's why books are pretty cool too. Like if you remember like reading books, specifically like children's books, which are written with these like crazy imagination type scenarios, which I think are perfect for children because children have such crazy imaginations.
Yeah,
It makes them like go to like a complete another universe while they're reading this book.
for sure. Dr. Seuss. I felt that way about Dr. Seuss and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
like you're painting all the characters in your head and whatnot.
Oh, you're talking about a real like a book. Never mind. Okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, not like a
no. I understand what you're saying, Omar.
But I felt that way.
Yeah.
I remember like fucking Magic Treehouse.
yeah, man.
I used to fuck heavy with Magic Treehouse.
with Magic Treehouse,
Dude, I used to love those books. Yeah, you think about some crazy stuff reading
I'm
those
trying
books.
to
Or
remember.
Goosebumps.
I don't even remember that shit.
Think about-
It transports you, man.
Transports you,
It's
dude.
a transportive quality of going into a book and just like a fiction book and just reading it all the way through, and you imagine the characters as something. You know what I mean? Like you have who they are in your head and how they sound and whatnot, and then you have like this. It's basically like a movie in your head, like
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
book,
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is.
And like you're the director and everything. Like, you're fucking making it.
The
You're
last
reading
like,
it at your pace and
Yeah.
everything.
yeah, everything. Yeah, you're coming up with everything in your
You're
own
just like,
head as
damn,
you
this
read.
part is slow because you're because you're reading it slow.
Skip ahead a couple pages.
Skip
it's
ahead.
boring sometimes.
Fast forwarding through the fucking movie.
Fast forward through it. That'd be awesome.
Imagine I was listening to this podcast and this guy in jail was talking about how he was in jail in another country and like all the books that they had that he was reading, like the ones that did come in English, people had written like the endings of the book like in the first like 2 chapters. It's like someone would read the first 2 chapters and then like that's I guess other prisoners who are assholes would just write the endings of that like she dies in the end or some shit like that.
Oh my god, son. Yeah, those are evil people.
Don't you think that's horrible? Like,
you deserve to be in prison.
That's
evil motherfucker.
Matter of fact, you should stay in this
bad.
bitch.
They're on their way out, like they're getting out that day, and they just like write it down like in all the books they read. That's
I mean,
it's fucking funny.
that's kind of
actually.
cruel,
That's
man.
hilarious.
That is really funny.
Yeah,
that someone
it's
even
super
thought about
funny,
doing
man.
that.
That's your one glimmer of hope every day is to read a book and
Some
that shit just
asshole was
ruined.
writing the
Or
end.
imagine you put it halfway in when you're already
Oh,
like
man.
super invested in the book and it's fucking
Dude, I used
all
to-
over the page.
I used to do this thing. You like, all right. So for those of you who don't know, in public schools, most public schools, we share textbooks. So like, a textbook I might have, Johnny Appleseed 10 years ago might have had the same textbook.
Yeah.
Drop
because-
cock in that.
Yeah, because of the fact that that's Omar's go-to is drawing a cock.
Draw a quick dick in there.
So, if Johnny Appleseed didn't already draw one 10 years ago,
Fact.
Draw one alongside.
yeah, there's a rich history to these old textbooks. Which
For
I mean,
sure.
we should have new ones, but the
Yeah.
district and school funding and state schools, whatever, right? So what I used to do is I would get these old ass textbooks, and like I would create little like mazes or puzzles for people to go through. So I'd write down like, go to page 26 with a smiley face, and then go to page 26, and then like,
Oh my god.
it would be a drawing of something. I'd be like, all right, go to page 28. It'd be like half drawing, and then like when you go to page 28, it'd be a somewhat complete drawing, and I'd be like, go to page 29. I put a smiley face, and then I'll go to like page 29 or like just random pages, like say 76 or whatever, right? And then they'll go there and it'll be like a dig or something like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I was getting
the last
PTSD
thing-
as you were saying that.
Dude, it was elaborate. With some of them, I would write letters down, like I would, and one of them I wrote "fuck you," and what I did was like I wrote F, and then like they had to find the next letter, and then find the next like page. And then they find the page that says like U, and then C. Yeah, if they keep going, like if they see the F and the U, most
They know what's happening.
They realize.
they realize.
Oh fuck!
I wonder where this is going.
I know it's not going to be a good thing at the end of this.
Go to recess under
You
the third
know what? I
under the
should've
third
said-
swing set.
I should have said "go fuck yourself" because then with a G, people wouldn't understand.
They would go deeper.
Go.
in.
Yeah, but don't you think that's interesting though? Like this, I just remembered that I did that. Like I put these little mazes in for people in textbooks.
That's hilarious.
You're ahead of your time, bro. That's ahead of your
Yeah,
fucking
for real.
time.
And kids now are probably opening it and like, who the fuck was this?
Son,
this
if I
kid?
did that and ended up at a dick, I would be dying.
Oh, yeah.
I would be dying if it was like
having a blast.
I gotta
the
flip
end-
through like 10 pages and
Yeah.
the last one is a fucking dick.
Dude, I would do it because I was like, man, like I'm bored, and I saw it one time. Someone had did it, but they only did like they didn't draw a dick. It was just a good smiley face, and I was like, this is gay. I'm gonna do this the right
This
way.
is too nice.
I'm
Stop
gonna
it.
do this the right way. So I would fucking I would just make these elaborate fucking mazes through textbooks with like different letters and sayings and shit like that.
That's
Deep
good. That's good. man.
Drawings at the
hilarious.
end.
Yeah, it should do that shit like on fucking. Yeah, I wish I had thought about that.
Yeah, I wish I was that creative because
Look
I
for
was
the
in
picture of
class.
the
just-
girl.
I was in class bored as shit. Like, damn.
I feel like
wanna
I was
go
very
home.
bored. In
It was hard to
school.
draw in textbooks, you know, because they'd watch you. Kinda, you know.
I mean,
Not
think about it, they
really.
have 30 kids in a classroom. They're really gonna watch you.
Yeah, they let you go out in groups.
And
shit.
you,
Yeah.
you could take it back to the library and they wouldn't see it. They would just check the first page and then that's it,
The library was a wild time in elementary school.
bro.
Y'all remember that
Unnecessary.
second story that they wouldn't let you
Yes.
go up to because it was
Yeah.
like paper cut and stuff?
We had a
Yes.
second story library in our school. It's
Yeah.
pretty
That shit was
cool.
lit.
A small little area. I ended
Yeah.
up my mom was a teacher there. I ended up going up. It wasn't that amazing.
Yeah, I bet it
It's
was.
cool to look at.
I bet it was
Yeah.
quite underwhelming.
It was like a shredder and like
Oh.
and like fucking a paper cutter, which is actually a fucking death trap if you're a kid, I guess.
Yeah,
Don't
bro.
let the
it's a-
kids in the paper cut. They're gonna cut off their
Yeah.
fingers.
Bro, I'm about to say,
An
didn't we
arm
have
with a blade.
We had an art teacher that had lost fingers from that.
What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to
A
remember
female
if-
art teacher or a
No,
male?
we had a guy art teacher that lost his fingers doing
I
that.
really
Cutting
can't
the
remember.
shit out of that paper.
Yeah, I
Son.
don't remember what
Jesus.
grade it was in, but I know it was either in like
I feel-
elementary or middle school.
Man, I feel like life would be pretty easy without fingers. Like I used to work at this one place, and this guy I worked for, he was born, like with like almost like nubs for fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never asked him like what like you know, but he was super cool. If I would have asked him, he definitely would have told me why.
Yeah,
Because like we
just
had
didn't wanna.
we had a client in there one time. The client asked him like why like. He's like, the client was like, why your hands look like that? The client was a real old white guy, a real nice old white guy. And he's like, why your hands look like that? And the guy was like, oh, I was born like this, buddy.
Wow.
And I was thinking, like,
Cool
man,
guy.
how like do people like live life like that? I feel like it's probably still pretty easy for the most part if you have like your thumbs and stuff. But like, say if like you're missing a ton of fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, say if you're missing your thumb.
Oh,
That
you're
sucks,
done.
man. That's
You're
hard
done.
to like live, especially if both hands are like that.
Yeah.
How do you do anything?
Bro, turning your car hard.
Well, yeah. I
can't-
mean, it's probably like little slots you put your nubs in.
All
or,
right,
like
so if-
something like that.
If you had to lose an arm or a leg, which one do you lose?
Oh shit, an arm.
Arm.
Just one,
Yeah.
an arm. Yeah,
Arm,
I
right?
need to be able to walk.
Dude, I feel like I always need my legs, man. Like,
But both? What about both? Lose
Oh,
both arms or both
shit.
legs?
Legs.
man.
I'm
Both
losing both
legs.
arms.
Both legs?
I'd take both legs, bro.
I think I'm losing both legs too because you need arms. Man.
No arms,
Imagine
bro.
not having arms.
I'm gonna look like a badass motherfucker with no arms running around while you wheelchair jacks. I'm looking like idiots,
Kick
bro.
us over and run away.
I want to be fucking getting super into like kickboxing and shit. I'm gonna just
Bro.
fucking kick the shit out of everybody.
Beat the shit out of something.
No
Have some
arms
super
is
muscular
tough.
legs.
No arms would be tough.
No arms
I'd have
is
to
super
I'd have to
tough.
have someone feed me my own food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, I
Or you
would
get
be
good
able
at
to
foot
get.
stuff.
I'd be able to get like a fucking like whatchamacallit, like the plastic or like a prosthetic arms.
That's true.
Well, yeah, you got just a couple more years, and
And
they'll
I
probably be good.
don't think they have those for legs.
They have them for arms. Like it can read your
No.
thoughts?
It just. Are you talking about those?
Yeah,
Like it reads the what's the shit? The little pulses or whatever the fuck.
Your
Yeah,
signals,
yeah.
your brain signals.
I didn't know they had that for arms.
I'd get some like I don't think they have it for legs. But I'd get some prosthetic arms like that, like the robotic cosmetic shit.
Yeah.
I'd be running around with my robot arms, fucking kicking you guys in the head while you're in a wheelchair.
Nah, I'm gonna
Stop,
get those,
please.
I'm gonna get
those
those.
fucking those like bouncy ones. You know
Oh,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
the little-
like the
The
leg
little
prosthetics?
paperclip ones.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, the little bow and arrow ones.
Wow.
Little paperclip legs.
That's just
Wait,
wild.
but if you're missing your legs, then you're missing your entire legs.
Like if you're missing your leg.
I'd like
wait,
to hope
if
they can put like
Or
a,
you want like, are you
metal
thinking this
stump.
deal?
are we doing straight leg? Or
Yeah,
are we doing
yeah.
like
I don't
part
know.
Are,
leg?
Yeah.
are you thinking this deal is like you're keeping everything below your knee?
At first, I
Because,
thought
no,
everything
to me,
below the
this
knee, but
deal-
yeah, you're right. It would have to be
You're
the whole
losing-
leg.
Yeah, it would have to be
No,
the whole
to
leg.
me,
Fuck,
you're
you can't even
losing-
attach
Underwear
that shit to
down.
underwear,
Underwear
You're
down.
losing your dick and your balls.
Holy
too.
Bro.
shit!
Oh
Oh, that's
my
when that's
God.
when I'm quitting life.
Oh my god,
Could you
that's
could you still
terrible.
could you still live without that?
How do you
Could
live,
you-
bro?
Could
oh.
you be alive?
Bro, nah, bro.
my
Get me off this earth if I lost that
All right,
shit,
seriously.
bro.
Could you be alive without your dick and balls?
Fuck
How would that
no,
work,
bro.
Would you pee through like a tube into a bag or what?
Damn, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
I think it attaches straight from like whatever the fuck into. Oh, you'd have to have the bag and the whole thing.
Oh,
that's
man.
no fun.
That's
Imagine
horrible.
having no
Hold up,
arms
let me-
and you can never beat your meat.
Hold up, let me change up my
That's
bag.
the first thing I was thinking about.
Never.
I wouldn't even think about
ever be able
peeing.
to beat your meat
I thought
unless
about
someone wants
nutting.
to do it for you. That's it.
Will you,
just
ever have?
you have all that sexual like
That's what I was gonna ask.
frustration and shit.
Yeah.
You're like, I just want a nut,
Jesus.
and you just there's nothing
Where
you can
will
do.
that sexual energy go? You're not able to let it out in any way.
You become a genius.
You gotta.
you
Hide.
just become a genius.
Fucking Isaac Newton, bro.
You become a mathematic genius like
Fucking
Isaac
genius.
Newton.
You become smart as shit.
That's what happens to everyone who loses their arms. If we didn't beat our meat, just scholarly and shit.
Oh man.
I don't know. You gotta get someone to beat it. You gotta pay someone to do it.
So wait, why would you guys not want to have your legs?
Because I feel like it'd be a harder life with no arms than it would
Yeah.
be with no legs.
But I mean, what
I
if you
could
could
push
get
a
the pro-
wheelchair.
if you could get the prosthetic arms,
See, I wasn't
the
thinking about
robotic
that.
one.
I wasn't thinking about that either. I feel like those are expensive unless like Nike wants to be a cool guy or
And sponsor
whoever
me.
the fuck wants to be
Sponsor me.
Sponsor me.
my no leg dance.
Sponsor my handicap, my handicap
cool.
dance.
Brand the arm with a Nike symbol. Like you always got it on you.
That's hilarious.
Okay,
don't
see,
know.
I would do that then. I would do that path. Then,
How about
because
this
that's a lot
one?
better.
Would you rather go blind or deaf?
Oh fuck, I hate this one.
I would rather go blind
I hate this one. I would say
because
blind.
if I go deaf, I can't hear music anymore,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
and I can't hear the sound of people's voices.
But now you can't see. And
Dude,
now you
that
got.
I mean, that's fine.
You have to
Well, all right.
adjust.
Wait. You have to specify. Go blind, as in like once I could see, at once in my life I could see, and then I can't see ever again, or blind from like birth type deal.
How about from right now? From
Right now,
Yeah, yeah.
how are you gonna give me sight and then take it away?
That's tough,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, I still got to go with like I got to get sight out of the way. Like I need to hear, bro.
That's a toughie.
That's
I feel like
tough.
What
I would
job
do
can I have
hearing.
though? As a deaf person, I mean, as a blind person, what job can I have?
Yeah, you really don't.
They have like ways. There's like all
What?
those things like it'll read stuff out to you. Like you press stuff on like a mouse and it'll tell you where
But
you are on the
nah,
screen. But not the
nah,
same. Yeah, it's not the
it's
same.
Yeah, man.
Trying to fill out like an Excel sheet. Blind.
Shit.
Trying
Dude.
to like type up a word.
Yeah, if you're
document
deaf,
blind.
you can still do a lot of jobs if you're deaf.
Oh yeah.
Damn, but I don't want to be deaf.
But
I would say
Exactly.
I would high key I
anything.
would say I'd rather go deaf. I'd rather be deaf.
Yeah.
Because the
You'd rather
world
be
is a
deaf.
lot it's built you can still do a lot of shit as a deaf person.
For sure.
But you have no music anymore, bro.
yeah, no
That's
music.
it. That's
But I can't
voices.
see.
I know, man.
Like bro,
at least
sight.
you know a blind person. No. I mean, I guess they both can enjoy sex still.
And high key, since he said it's from now, I still have the music in my head, at
Just
least
think about
somewhat.
Craziest part is, bro, one day you'll forget it.
I know one day I will forget it, but
Oh, what a sad thing that
I can
has
still
to
watch
be.
a movie
So
with
wait,
subtitles.
can
Yeah.
a blind person? No, can a deaf person still hear what they've heard before? Like how you just mentioned that, like you've heard songs before. Well, like say if you're deaf, right?
I think so.
Maybe
in your
your
head,
head,
would
yeah.
you be able to hear? Because that
Because you can project noises in your like right now. If it was completely silent, I could think about a song and I could hear it.
Yeah,
But I'm sure eventually you just lose track of what it sounded like.
Nah, I don't know. I don't.
That's exactly
you
what
know?
I'm thinking, Omar.
Like you just lose it.
You have to pick like 5 songs for the rest of your life and just
Think
play
about
them
them
in
every
rotation.
day.
keep
in your
playing
head.
them every day.
Yeah.
Or I would like I would write them down. That way I would have the lyrics out and just I could like sing them in my head every day.
Yeah, I feel you.
That way I
Or
could
play the
memorize
beat
them.
and just like feel it and like remember how the song goes.
Oh,
my
man.
god, how depressing does that have to be, bro?
But bro, blind is
Blind has to be
terrifying.
trash.
What do
because-
you think that like a blind person or a deaf person sees or like feels whenever they trip on like a psychedelic? It's like what do you think a blind
That's a very
what do you
good
think
question.
what do you think acid is like for a blind person?
all
have no
scary
idea.
noises? Having a bad trip and they're all scary noises in your
Everything
head.
everything is dark.
Everything is dark. It's like sirens. Ah, it's just fucking. Or like a deaf person. Because what do you?
What you can trip visually, so I think that's fine.
But let's say someone who was born deaf that never heard anything. Do they hear stuff?
I don't think
or
you would hear
it's
stuff.
all visual.
Because
Some
really, when
all
you
scary
trip,
visuals.
when you trip, your hearing is like, it's not really that wildly affected.
Everything feels like it's not connected. Everything feels like you don't know what that. Like your eyes are seeing something and your brain is perceiving it like you're someone else. Like I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
the first time I did acid, there was it was Christmas time. And I was walking around a neighborhood with some friends. AB was there. And I was walking around a neighborhood with some friends, and I was looking at the colors of like the lights on the bushes, and I was like, these don't look like different. Like I don't know what these are.
Yeah.
Like I know they're colors, but like I can't put it together that these are colors. Like this is yellow and this is red.
It's just everything is disjointed.
Everything's just And
So
and
if
hearing
you're-
was the same way for me. I feel.
So if you're deaf, it's just you just missing that part of the experience. I think.
Yeah. You
So,
can feel
but you wouldn't even-
vibrations though.
Yeah, you can feel vibrations, but you wouldn't even know what you're missing out on
Yeah.
at that point. You just be like,
I don't know.
I'm
If you're-
seeing some pretty cool shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
As a blind person, I have no fucking idea what that would be like.
Daredevil style,
Right?
bro.
I mean that's
Like when you touch the
Daredevil
wall-
style. Everything's
What's-
just gonna be noises and
You know
when you
where
fucking
everything
touch
is.
the wall, like it feels like sand or some
Yeah,
shit. I don't know.
tough.
yeah.
For
That
fucking
tough.
Avatar.
You have some fucking echolocation type shit,
Oh man.
right?
Yeah, that'd be.
I mean that's what I would think.
Yeah, knock on some shit or that. I
That's
actually isn't that why they have those sticks too? So they can also so they can feel, but like aren't they built like in a hollow way so you can knock on things and feel stuff?
I don't know. I
might
didn't know
be
that.
tripping. I might be tripping.
I know they use it. Yeah, like you said, to feel shit around and like to be aware of their surroundings. But I didn't know they use it for that.
Imagine being a blind guy in New York.
Oh my
How do you-
god!
How do you get around anywhere?
In a city that's constantly under construction.
Bro, for real.
everywhere. It's
Fucking-
like, where am I?
People drilling, you fucking fall into a sewer.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be terrible. Taking the subway blind.
Bro, that's scary.
So
They
you-
piss on your foot, bro.
And, like at all the jobs you guys ever had, if you were dealt with like a blind person, like coming up to you, like checking out in line or something like that.
I did one time.
I did too, and you know, it's kind of strange because like, all right, they're checking out, and like you know, like a blind person, they're not really looking at you, even if they have their eyes open.
It
They-
is strange.
Yeah, like their eyes are just kind of there, but they're
Yeah.
not necessarily looking at you. So like, they're in front of you and they're paying whatever, right? And I'm like staring deep into their eyes. And I'm just like, are you faking it? You know what I mean? Like,
Lift up your shirt, show 'em your nipples.
really
wave
there.
your hand in front of them. Fucking, are you really?
You said it's
faking
gonna be 2352. Fake punch him.
fake punching them?
Fake a jab. Fake slap him. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I dealt with because the place I work at, there's like an app for it, and I helped a blind guy set up his app, which was the strangest thing. That's how I know that phones do that. Like they click on different buttons. The buttons are much larger, and they just remember where they are, and it reads to them what the button is. And so the whole time he knew what he was. I was telling him what to do, and he knew what to do. He did it himself, pretty much.
So I have an even better question for you guys. So on Instagram, there's this model who's extremely attractive, and she's like 19. She is blind.
You
Really
don't
beautiful
see that
young
often.
woman. She's blind. Would you guys date this chick? She's blind, and she seems from her online profile like she has a really cool personality. Would
Dude,
you date this chick?
She's blind.
She won't even know the real me.
Yeah.
I'm getting into fake fights, and
Just fucking
whoa.
make believe fights.
Yeah, I'm
hey,
saying-
leave me alone.
saving her from terrible scenarios. Oh my god, that car almost hit you. Yeah, I did a blind girl though.
She would think I'm the best guy ever, bro.
Yo, that's
she goes
hilarious.
telling her mom and dad, I can't believe Omar just rescued us from all this stuff.
Bringing girls over, she has no idea.
Oh my god.
I mean, she can still hear.
Yeah, she can still hear.
Just got
No,
to tell her
but
shh.
I do it. Shh.
You date a blind girl?
I did a blind girl.
I did a blind
It'd
girl.
probably be.
I would do it.
I don't. Hassle's not the right word. It'd probably be like more difficult for sure, because you'd have to help them and like.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just more
Yeah.
difficult dating a blind person.
What
you
would
know?
sex
They're a blind
be like?
person. Maybe they feel crazy. Like their senses are super heightened. I wonder if that sense is also heightened.
Hikey, I have no idea.
Like feeling, you know,
Like,
touch, right?
I
Wouldn't
want to
it
have
be?
sex with no fucking.
Hikey, I don't think it would be that much different.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Like I don't think it would be nothing like wild to
There's
them.
no images though.
It's a dick.
She doesn't know what a dick is.
Yeah. If she's born blind, she didn't.
I mean, she knows like what a dick is conceptually, right? But she has no
She probably-
idea what a dick looks like.
Well, she probably would, if she is that type of lady, she probably would know what to do with it, or eventually learn what to do with it.
A blind girl.
You go all off a feel.
I don't know.
Come on, dude. How many?
I mean,
guys-
they are going off a field.
I
How
can
many
feel
guys do you
what
think
this
she hooked
dick
up
looks
with?
like.
Huh?
How many guys do you think she's hooked? Like a blind girl is hooked up with?
Well, she's
That's a very
fine.
good question.
Probably a lot.
Nah, even
Nah,
if
I'm
she's
about to
fine.
say,
but
yeah.
no way.
Yeah,
like,
maybe they're more cautious.
yeah,
Even if they're
yeah,
fine.
most definitely. There's no way guys are just going up to her like, "Hey, what's up?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah, let's hang out." No, there's no way it happens.
That's the epitome of a fine girl that doesn't know she's fine. Like a really hot blind
She
girl.
legitimately does not know that she's fine.
Yeah,
Imagine,
she
like-
might know, like, because people tell her, but she doesn't really.
How would you even go on like first dates?
It's interesting. All right, so let me describe
does
to
she
you.
choose
How would you go on first
How does
dates?
she even choose people?
Just say you're going to a movie and just like, lie.
on Instagram.
You know what I mean? On Instagram, right? That's what I thought too. All right, so apparently, that's a good question. I can't believe you guys didn't ask that. How is she on Instagram? That's the first thing I asked when I saw her profile. So so I think she has like her cousins or her friends shoot all her stuff for her.
Oh,
And like
okay.
people like comment and she responds to the comments.
What the fuck? Well,
That's
that's that.
mad.
Really
They type
but the
for her.
picture thing. Yeah, the picture thing. I don't know.
They type for her.
She just
And,
has
like-
to hope that they
and-
took a good picture.
Yeah, and people like put questions in like, how does a blind girl like brush her teeth, or how does a blind girl take care of herself? And like, she showed the different ways that she has her house set up to where she can like take care of her blind self.
Yeah.
take care of your fine blind
Her
self.
blind
I have
self.
so many questions and they're not nice at all, and I don't want to ask them.
What are they? Go
It's
into
just
them.
like what if like in her head, what if they're just lying to her the whole time? Yeah, this is for your Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they love you.
You have 100,000
You have
followers.
100,000
There's
followers.
all
Oh my
like-
God.
She's like, did anybody say anything bad? It's just a bunch of some people are just like a bunch of negative comments. They're like, no.
You blind bitch. And just
You blind,
they don't
fuck you,
read
blind
those.
bitch.
Nah, the fact that
That's
they got to
crazy.
know the truth.
I wonder
though.
if anybody's trying to slide into her DMs.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
A fucking blind girl.
I'm blind too. Tell her I'm blind.
What do you even say? Because
How do you know? You're blind too. We're both blind.
I'm blind too. That's hilarious. Just
Blind
like,
together.
Hey, you could say,
You want to be blind together?
I'm blind too.
Love
This
is
is
blind,
my this is my cousin typing this for me. You just fucking lie. Then post a bunch of pictures of yourself like
my God.
with your eyes looking in a different direction.
Tinder for a blind chick. Never seen Tinder for a blind or
She
like.
would probably respond. I mean,
for a deaf chick
she
either.
responds to the comments.
Yeah, she responds
So
to
probably
the
responds
comments on
DMs.
Instagram
Yeah,
with her,
someone's gotta
with
be
her
helping
blind
her out.
ass.
Her blind agent.
Her
That's
blind
so
agent.
crazy,
Taking-
man.
robbing her blind.
Robbing her blind.
All right, and on the flip side of that, would you guys date a deaf girl?
Also, yeah.
Yeah, I would do it.
You date a deaf girl?
Yeah.
Would you date a blind and a deaf girl?
What?
Helen Keller. Would you date Helen Keller? How do you even do that?
Oh,
How do you
man.
do anything?
How do you
bro?
do anything, bro?
Imagine being
you just fucking tap her on the head with your fingers. Like, what do you do? Like, how do you conversate with her? If she's deaf and blind.
One tap on the head.
One
is
tap
no.
means
Yo,
yes. One tap
bro.
means yes. 2 taps means
Morse
no.
code, bro, with
But
this
how,
girl.
like, how does she even say like I'm hungry? Like, okay, so all right, so like I said with the deaf girl, right? Like, how would you date the deaf girl? Like, is a deaf girl, like, would she be one of the ones that has like do an impression on what?
No, I was about to.
no.
I was about to when you asked how she asked to be.
And she's like one of the deaf girls that talks like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do it, but
I'm like, don't make me.
or they just one of the deaf people that doesn't talk. Which would you rather have? That's a good question.
Okay, what was that again? I was thinking about the.
Would you
I was thinking
rather-
about the deaf talk?
Would you rather date a deaf girl that speaks in the deaf voice, like, or like a deaf girl that like just doesn't speak at all?
Deaf girl doesn't speak at all.
Yeah, it doesn't speak
I'd rather
at all.
have just sign language.
Yeah, I'd rather
Do
do
sign
sign
You'd
language.
rather have a woman that doesn't speak at all?
Yeah, don't talk to me.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna be laughing.
Sounds like heaven.
No qualms with me. I will definitely take a woman who doesn't
I'm gonna
speak.
end up laughing, and she can see.
Oh,
She can see me doing it.
That's fucking hilarious.
I don't know. I mean, nah, I'd probably, talk. You get used to the voice. Like, it'd probably be way easier to communicate than fucking sign language.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? But God, imagine like your girlfriend just talking in the deaf voice all the time.
All your friends make fun of her. No, it's just, that'd be horrible,
You
bro.
can't not a little bit.
Oh my god.
At least the first time you meet someone.
You're just like, what? And you, just
don't
start
hear
laughing
deaf
in their
people-
face.
You don't hear them talking very much.
Nah,
They
don't-
shouldn't.
Nah,
I'm just-
They shouldn't, bro. Actually,
Hey, it's not like they're listening to this. I mean, come on.
yeah,
Are
you
they-
deaf.
Are they listening to
They're
this?
deaf.
They're not listening to this. So that's make a difference.
They're listening to the vibrate. Yeah,
bro.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. There was
Oh
a
my
girl
God,
at my
bro.
job, bro, and she called HR or like payroll or something like that, which is accounting or whatever. And the chick was deaf. The
Wild.
fucking woman on
Yeah.
the phone was deaf, and she had to have a
Wild.
conversation with a deaf woman. And she said she just like because she said she kept talking over her, and she was like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with this chick?" And she ended up being deaf. I guess like she could hear like
Oh, man.
very very
Talking
slightly.
over her.
Yeah, she's like, "Why the fuck she keep
Dude,
interrupting me?"
The deaf and blind
Bro,
community.
they are not going to fuck with this podcast.
They're going to
at all.
cancel this podcast hard, bro.
Hey, I just want to say shout out to the deaf community, bro.
Yeah.
I was doing ASL with y'all niggas, bro. I got my respect in the community,
Hey,
bro.
shout out to the ones selling stickers and shit.
I got my credit, bro. I was out there bowling with the deaf people in Amarillo. I got my credit.
selling
got your
stickers
credit.
at the
I got
bus
my
stop.
credit.
You know, shout out, bro.
Hey, they be out there selling pencils, bro.
Who? Deaf and blind?
Bro, deaf people sell-
Deaf
they
people
sell
be
pencils.
selling
Where do y'all see that?
all the time at the fucking airport or at the fucking bus stop and
They
shit.
sell pencils.
Blind people?
Yeah. Oh no.
I don't know about blind
Mostly
people.
deaf people.
Why?
I don't think.
Why are they doing
Wait,
that?
I don't think a blind person could sell anything. They just get their shit stolen. You know what I mean?
Take everything off the table, and he's just standing there with the one pencil. He's standing
That's hilarious. But
trying
yeah.
to sell the one thing.
You try to pay him $1, but you give him a receipt.
He's reaching for it. He doesn't know where it is.
Oh wow.
He's grabbing the air. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Sorry,
So
blind guys,
can this-
deaf people. Sorry about that. We stand with y'all for real.
Yeah, we stand with the blind
I respect
community.
you. I respect
We
you.
stand with them.
like-
I mean, they might not see us standing, but we stand with them. We stand with them. No, we do. Hey,
Boy,
shout
oh,
out
boy.
if you have deaf or blind family
Bro,
members.
shout
We
out
don't.
to
We
y'all,
really don't
bro.
mean to offend. We just
We
joke.
love y'all.
Yeah, we
we're
just kid.
joking.
You know, we joke around.
Like we said, you have to laugh at life, bro. You
Yeah,
have
dude.
to laugh.
It's a bit too easy.
Yeah, we like to have a good time, man. You have to laugh at yourself. You have to laugh at deaf people. You have to laugh at blind
Holy
people. You have to
shit,
laugh at all
bro.
kinds of people.
Yeah.
You know.
Gotta laugh at everybody. There's not anybody I feel I wouldn't laugh at.
Oh yeah, I
Not
would laugh
one
at
group
everybody.
of people.
I would laugh along with it, bro. The deaf community, they
All
make
right,
jokes about.
What about
themselves.
special kids?
That's tough.
It's a toughie, but
Oh
you tell
my
me
God.
sometimes.
It's funny
Sometimes some things are just a little bit
Oh,
funny.
man. Now you're really gonna get us canceled.
Yeah, I gotta chill. No, I take that
Yeah,
one back.
I got on my phone for that segment.
I take that one back. That one's too
Before
far.
we got off on a tangent on deaf people,
Holy
I was
shit.
saying, would you date a deaf girl? And you said you would date one that doesn't talk because you prefer a woman who doesn't talk.
I'd like her to just stay silent. Yeah.
Just to stay silent, prepare deaf meals for me.
And if she doesn't, I blindfold her. I blindfold her, and I lock it. She can't. She doesn't know the key. She
Oh
doesn't know the
my
password.
God.
She can't take it off. And I can't see
wow.
either. No, but I did a blind girl, and I do
Or
the
a deaf
talking
girl.
thing. It's got to be so much easier to talk. But they got to lip read. I mean,
you could just
Deaf
write,
people
you
get
could write
crazy with
everything
that.
down for them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that
on a
too.
dry erase
Sign
board.
language has to be the easiest way. I'm assuming the most consistent.
Sign language is pretty
easy
cool,
way.
bro. It's pretty easy to pick up on. It's hella funny.
Yeah, I feel like sign language is probably like that probably is a good form of communication.
Bro, I met
yeah.
deaf people that are sarcastic.
Oh, definitely.
That shit was lit. I was like,
good,
what the
son.
fuck?
Got a
They
good
probably
sense
have
of
like
humor.
good facial gestures, right?
They do. They
like,
because they have to over exaggerate when they do ASL.
oh yeah.
That's
So
true.
It was great.
Dude, in
ASL, age, sex, location, ASL.
When they do sign language,
Oh, American Sign
American
Language.
Sign
Did
language.
you guys know what
American
ASL is?
I don't.
It's a common internet term. Like
Yeah.
whenever you get into an internet chat room, or whatever,
ASL.
yeah, or on AOL or whatever.
What is it? Ass what?
If you ever get in any chat room, if you ever get in any chat room or anything, people always type in ASL question mark. It means
Yeah.
age, sex,
Sex and
sex,
location.
When you're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Two virtual people.
Yeah. Oh shit! Even if you come in the room, they just ask you that. They be like, "Yo, how
Yeah.
old is you? Can
Oh,
I
you're talking about
fuck you?"
chat rooms. I've
Yeah.
actually never been in a chat room.
in your
That was
life?
scary.
Really?
That's where I get picked up.
I've
bro.
been in a lot of
That's
chat
where
rooms.
That's where the predators get me.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you gotta wiggle your way around them.
I don't know. I feel like everybody else in that chat room but me. I just stumbled upon a bunch of pedophiles.
There's for sure some pedophiles in there. Though.
That's why I would.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know what? My dumbass was on chat roulette. So
Oh my
you know how many
God.
dicks I saw in chat roulette?
that's even worse, man.
You know what? Earlier we were talking about Tinder. Wouldn't that be a pretty good idea? Chat roulette, but Tinder.
No, because
It'd all be dicks.
Just all be
Well,
dicks.
maybe there was a way they could
Come on,
regulate that somehow.
Not
You're gonna need some
somebody's gonna
kind-
regulate
One
their
guy's
dicks.
looking at 500 screens, seeing him. canceling out the dicks.
What poor son of a bitch is gonna want the job to just
Yeah,
create
you're
the
right.
algorithm that doesn't want to look at dicks? Like,
Well, maybe if you want,
he's gonna have to look at so many dicks to be able to determine that.
What about like a sexy app where it's all right if you got your dick out? You just
Nah,
pass up on the
'cause-
dick.
But how would you know? Like, would you just click like? And then the women would be in too high demand. Then they'd
Yeah.
have to want to get paid for it.
Yeah.
A bunch of guys running into
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, that's all it would
We're
be.
the women on here.
We're the women on here. This place
And
sucks.
then guys gonna be like, yeah, I'm a girl, and then they're just gonna pull their dick out.
Yeah.
You getting
They're gonna be
tricked.
squeezing their tits together.
Exactly.
That's a cool,
Fuck you.
God,
You getting
that's
tricked
a-
into dicks, bro.
Chat roulette's funny, bro.
That's a cruel
Yeah.
joke, man.
Bro, but when I was in college, I just thought about the deaf thing again. When I was in college,
Mm-hmm.
I was in a statistics class, right? In a business statistics class. That
Yeah.
shit was the hardest class I've taken to this day.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 blind people in the class. I mean,
Wow.
I'm sorry, 2 deaf people. And
Yeah.
someone would be in the front row doing sign language to them.
Yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck are they learning this material? Using sign language.
you ever heard of like it's been recently, so like a lot of like press conferences and events, these the sign language interpreters have been getting in trouble because they've been signing shit that literally doesn't mean anything.
Really?
Yes,
Whoa.
it's happened multiple places.
They're
For,
just
like,
faking it.
yeah, for faking it, for like news conferences, for like sports conferences. Recently,
What the
over the
fuck?
past few years, they've been catching more people who are like pretending to be like lying on their resume, pretending to be
Bro,
American Sign Language experts.
They make
Wow.
so much fucking money, bro.
yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Bro, being
On
an
the
interpreter, bro,
news.
you can make hella money. Like they're
just up
like
there.
interpreters that go to like music festivals.
Yeah.
Bro, they get like a reputation for being good at it.
Why do
and
they have interpreters at music festivals?
Getting crunk and shit.
I
To
don't know.
make the deaf people hype
feel?
and shit.
Yeah, to feel
Because they got to hear what's
feel
going
hype
on.
and shit.
They got to be equal too, I guess.
They got to be equal to. Don't go to a concert. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, to
You're
be
not allowed
honest,
to go to a
though,
concert if you're
why,
deaf.
Yeah,
why
but they're
are
there.
you going to a concert
Yeah.
if you're deaf? Isn't
I
that
mean,
kind
you
of
can
silly?
You can
right?
still vibe with the people.
But that's like going to the movies. I can understand blind because you can hear and there's a lot to hear. But being deaf at a concert, at a normal like concert where they're not really doing anything,
It was a specific festival.
why would you do?
That doesn't happen often. But
Imagine like being in a loud ass concert and they try to ask a girl, "What's your name?" And she points to her ear, and then you're like, "What's your name?" And
Shouting right in her
and she
ear?
keeps pointing into her ear. She's like, "I can't." She's like, "Ah."
That's curb. That's a curb situation right
oh,
there.
that's wild.
Just shouting right in her ear.
Just fucking Larry, just yelling at this girl's ear.
What's
Yeah.
your name?
That's yeah, that's
Holy
funny, man.
shit,
That's got to be a
man.
different
Oh, man.
life, bro.
That's
My God,
wild.
or just being born blind. You don't know what anything is.
Yeah.
You don't know any colors. What literally you can feel it, but you don't know what anything looks like.
That's all life is to you, bro. You don't even know anymore.
It's all just touch and sound.
It's all just touch
my
and sound, man.
Yeah, it makes you think, man. Really does. They say they
truly
dream
does.
that stuff too. Whatever they know, like deaf
Yeah.
person dreams sounds, blind person dreams. I mean, blind person dreams sounds, deaf person dreams sights,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Really?
That's what they say.
You don't even know what sound is. Like, how to even conceive of what a sound is.
I
If
don't
that
know,
makes any
bro.
sense.
That's a good question. Like, how do you have that? Like we were saying earlier, like playing songs in your head, like trying to keep the sounds that you have.
Yeah.
How do you keep those in your head?
Oh yeah, man, that's weird. Or deaf animals.
Right.
My cat's
Yo,
kind of
that's
blind,
wild.
and it's so strange. He's a strange guy. He doesn't know where things are. Like he can see, but like very little.
Mm-hmm.
Like you throw something right in front of him that he wants, like a treat or something.
Yeah.
And he's like looking around, like, where the fuck is it? I heard it. Where the fuck is it?
Damn.
He'll walk into my room when it's dark, and like he doesn't know if I'm in there or not. He'll just meow. Like he never meows either, but like he'll do that to know if you're in there, and then I'll be like lucky, and then he'll like turn my way and he'll come on my bed or something like that.
That's hilarious.
But if I don't say anything, he'll just walk out.
Fucking blind ass cat.
Blind ass cat. What kind of cat is that?
Like, how's he supposed to catch any mice, bro?
Yeah, how are you supposed to
Bad.
catch any fucking mice?
He's
That's a
gonna be
bad
bumping
cat.
into walls and shit.
Got a defected cat.
Oh man.
No,
All
that's
right.
just
So speaking of defected cats and defected humans, I mean, I think that's a good note to end on.
Oh my
Alright.
God.
Thanks
Jesus
everybody.
Christ.
Blind community, we love you.
We
Deaf,
love y'all, bro.
yeah, deaf community, we absolutely adore you.
Yeah, it's all in good faith. We
It's all in good
promise.
faith.
Yeah.
We love
Uh,
everybody.
I mean, the deaf people clearly aren't listening, so they're not gonna take it
Yeah.
to heart.
But don't tell them.
But don't
tell 'em.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. Don't write it down on a erase board and tell them what you
Yeah,
heard.
don't fucking tell them.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All
Bye.
right. Bye,
Bye.
guys.